She's acting up right now. Kawasaki, what? Why me drop, kick the devil, Kawasaki, wow. Hey guys, come on in. We're going to talk about the benefits of on-site testing at the treatment centers today. Come on in, come on in. If you stay or if you leave, hit a like for me, please. Come on in, y'all. Let's crank it up. Let's put a little music up in here. But y'all come on in. Y'all come on in here. I'm trying to show you how to put that money out of business. Hey, 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 flip that money, start a business. Hey, Pat. Hey, Tim. Hey, Scott. Hey, B. Yeah, come on in. If you stay or you leave, hit a like for me, please. If you stay or if you leave, hit a like for me, please. I did it how I live. Flip or here. Y'all help your girl out with a like or two. Thank you for the roll. Y'all coming in with the roses, period. Thank you. I'm afraid for my cyber life, baby. TikTok won't let me like my own stuff. Y'all hit the like for me. Thank you. We live on all social media platforms today. Y'all want to be able to see my screen without sharing something? You have to go to the link tree in my bio and check me out. Got to be careful the words I say. Okay, now read between the lines. Read between the lines, y'all. Y'all come on in and repost this live for me. We're going to talk about how you can get some, add on a high paying skill that pays the bill. Hey. That hate don't get you fired. You bitches need to stop. Got my money, bitch. Your mouth ain't running shit. Good pussy don't make you rich. You gotta hustle, bitch. We live on all social media platforms. Y'all come on in the room. Get out the mud, bitch. Hustle. All right. Okay, guys. Let's get into it. Guys. I got some notes today, guys. You know I love to do the deep research, right? You know we love to, in all our getting, get an understanding. First of all, before we get started, let me ask you guys a question. How many of you have ever had a urine screening before for a job? A urine screening. Workplace where you may have went to Quest or LabCorp or maybe the hospital to get a urine screening for substance. Okay, so this is what we're talking about today, guys. So if you want to tap into this industry as a specimen collector, I'm telling you, you really should. This is a recession-proof industry, guys. This is a recession-proof industry. It's federally mandated by law that different industries get tested, okay? So especially in the transportation industry, the medical field, government agencies, sports, there's so many different industries, right? But I want to give your mind some ease right quick, okay? Anybody that drives a big truck, so anybody that has a CDL license, right? They fall under the Department of Transportation. So anyone that drives a big truck, where y'all at? Y'all see a truck? A big truck, flies a plane, operates a train, public transportation, and school bus, $125 plus per collection. Okay, charge $125 per collection. Okay. Also, Anybody in those industries that I just mentioned, okay, they have to get tested. Y'all ready? Because y'all need to know when you get certified, you're always needed for a pre employment test, a random test, reasonable suspicion, post accident, return to duty, follow up, and quarterly. They get tested every 3 months. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Okay. One of my girls called me last night around 8. Let me look at my phone. See what time yo called me last night. Yo called me last night around 9 something because she was headed to a location to do a screening for probation for a court case, right? That's probably a part of the color coded system. But the bag is out here, y'all. You just got to come out here and get it. So I'm just giving you guys an example because it's more than transportation, right? There's so many different industries. Now, if every employer in the world decided that they did not want to give their employees a test, like, no, we ain't doing it. We're not testing anybody. You know, when it comes to Department of Transportation, no, that does not stop. Okay, hold on. That does not stop. It's compliance, right? Compliance never sleeps. So this is why it's important that you tap into this industry because it's recession proof. It's not going anywhere, guys. So outside of trucking, the railroad, aviation, right? Guys, you got pipeline, you got the fire department, first responders, law enforcement, they have to get tested. So they must maintain public trust and performance. So you already know they got to get a test. Mental health and substance abuse. And we're going to talk about treatment centers today. Anybody in the healthcare industry, hospitals, nursing homes, rehab, they have to get a test, right? They're not a part of DOT, but they have to get a test. Anybody in the oil and gas sector, some laboratories, clinical research, they have to get a test. Some FedEx, some FedEx, UPS, they have to get a test. Government agencies, daycare, childcare. One of my students, that's her niche. So she does business with a lot of childcare, daycares as well. Family court, DHS, CPS cases. One of my students, she's actually set up with where she does the testing for like foster care and stuff like that. So guys, the bag is out here. Okay. Anyway, so guys, let's talk about the training right quick, and then we're gonna get off into the benefits of on-site testing at the treatment centers. Mostly the questions that you may have about the training is on the flyer that you see here. Okay. There's no degree required to do this. Y'all, please repost this live. There's no degree required to do this. It is online course for self-paced learning. So I have people that take my course and they get done in a week. Okay. 2 weeks, because it's not hard. I mean, if you get in, you don't do any type of procrastinating, you can get it done, right? You ain't got time to be playing. Once you get certified, your certification is valid in all 50 states for 5 years. In my training, I have a list of labs that you can partner with. When you partner with the labs, they're going to send you all of your cups. They're going to send you the things that you need to do the collection. So they'll send you those things for free. It just depends on the lab that you set up with. Some labs send them for free. Some charge a setup fee. Some people wait to get set up for free. Some people just pay it and get out the way because they know they're going to make a bag. So it's really up to you. Okay. Being is that you are only doing the collection. So you're learning to do the collections, right? Because you are a professional collector. You're only doing the collections. Once you do the collection, you're going to ship that specimen back to the lab. And being is that the lab is sending you all of your supplies. They're doing the analysis for you. Guess what? They gonna want a little money, right? They don't love us like that. They just want us to go out here and make a bag and they don't get nothing, right? The labs are very smart. They understand that they can't be in New York and Chicago at the same time. The labs, guys, they close at 5 o'clock. They're not open on weekends, holidays. So they're not making any money after 5 o'clock, and they're not making any money on weekends, right? So if you want to go fast, you go by yourself. You want to go further, you bring people with you. So This is what's happening over with the labs and the reason why they're partnering with us. We help them make money and save money at the same time. It will cost them billions probably of dollars to open up 30,000 new collection sites, right? They want to be able to make the money without the responsibility, right? So they partner with us, right? So if they was to have 30,000 new partners, which would be us, and they were making $1,800 per partner, guys, that's $54 million a month that they're making. So they're very smart. Like they ain't crazy. They are smart. So when I had one young lady, she was like, I went to school and I feel like I went to school for nothing because I've been trying to get on with LabCorp and trying to get on with the different labs. And she was like, they're not calling her back. They're not looking for employees, guys. Employees are a liability. Pretty soon, these labs will not have any employees for that. They will be using their location just to do the analysis. And I actually talked to a young lady that took my course. She's in my course. And she told me that she was working at LabCorp, and she told me that particular location that she was in, they was no longer doing walk-ins for drug testing. And I said, really? So are they just using the location for the analysis? And she said, yes. Guys, listen to me. They want to be able to make money without the risk. Okay. They don't want to have to pay somebody to show up. They don't want to have to worry if somebody's going to show up. They don't want to pay insurance. They don't want to do all this stuff. Y'all already know what's going on out here, baby. These people don't care. And if you see what's going on, you get ahead of the game. Okay. You put yourself in position where you can get a bag and a bag can chase you. Okay. How do you get paid? You're getting paid directly from the company, right? You're putting yourself in position where you are connected to companies that have millions of dollars. Okay. Millions. They spend thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on collections because this is something they have to do. These companies have to be a part of a consortium. Okay. They have to be a part of a consortium. They have to have their employees a part of the consortium. Okay. So there's no dodging this. They understand how this works. They know they're going to spend money, period. They know this. Okay. So you're going to get paid directly from the company. How are you going to accept your payment? You can take cash, credit card, Stripe, Square, PayPal. Shopify has a POS system. You can use Shopify, set you up a business bank account. In my training, I show you how to, step by step, how to set your business up, things you need to do before you start calling a lab. Set up authorize.net if you want to have your own merchant account through that. And you never know. You may be dealing with a company that wants to pay you with a check. It happens, guys. This is businesses that you're dealing with. It will clear. Trust me. The check will clear. Okay. And if you want to get out of the struggle, guys, you got to have something to sell, for sale, of service, and something to offer to a business. Hello. Okay. We're talking about the benefits of on-site testing as a specimen collector. So we're talking about how you guys can get certified as specimen collectors to do urine screenings. We're doing collection for urine, not blood, nothing like that. That's for phlebotomists. But and start your own mobile testing business. If you want a brick and mortar location, you can get a brick and mortar location. But mobile testers are winning. If you do get a brick and mortar, still make yourself flexible where you can go and get the bag because these companies want you to come to them because you're making things more flexible for them. It's about convenience, it's about flexibility, and it's about making sure they stay in compliance, right? Let me tell y'all something. 9 times out of 10, the companies that you approach and you talk to are out of compliance. This is why auditors exist. Guys, hit the like for me, please. Please, please, please hit the like for me, please. You know I can't do it myself because TikTok don't like you to like yourself. You can hate yourself, but you can't like yourself. So hit the like for me, please. Hit the like for me, please. Hit the like for me, please. Okay. Anyway, so when you auditors show up because they know that companies do things wrong. They don't show up because they do things right. They know that their companies are out of compliance. They're chasing the bag. They got contracts they got to meet and things they got to complete. So they're not going to send their people out to go get a test. They don't know when a random is going to, they don't know when they're going to get a call for a random, right? When it's going to come across. When me and my husband started our trucking company, he was the only one driving. I can be transparent to y'all because I know. I understand how it works out here, okay? Talking to somebody from the inside. He was the only driver. So if he was at the rail or wherever trying to pull containers out, doing like we couldn't send him to go get no test, no random because we're busy, right? So this happens all the time, guys, but on a larger scale. So this is why they get hit with hefty fines, 16,000 plus per violation, right? And in the medical field, guys, they're getting hit with $50,000 plus per violation. Hello, treatment centers, 50,000, 10,000 to $100,000 per violation, guys. It's big money out here, okay? And they understand that they can get hit with these fines, but they still got things they got to do. They fingers crossed. They're like, damn, I hope I don't get an audit because they don't know, right? So you showing up, you are the solution to their problem. Okay, you're the solution. You can show up, you're flexible. They ain't got to send their men off. They need boots on the ground. We need boots on the ground, man. We can't send nobody out because we got things that we have to complete. Projects, we ain't got time for that, right? So boots on the ground. Hello. You got it? Okay, boom. So guys, for DOT testing, we're charging $125 plus per collection. For non-DOT, $55 to $85. After hours, I'm telling you, after hours, do not leave your house for less than $1,000. Period. Because they got the money. They got it. They don't care about that little change. That little $1,000 ain't finna make them or break them, baby. They do not care about that little change. When my student was the first responder for a helicopter crash, she did 3 collections. She charged them over $1,800 for 3 collections. They got the money. She could have charged them more than that. She really could. But they got the money. No problem. Boom. They swiping the card. It's no big deal. They was trying to pay her before she left the house. If you want, I can let you hear it. If you want to hear it, it's go to my profile. You can hear it. Info. If you go to the link tree in my bio, you can go to download the free guide on how to start a mobile testing service if you can't stay for the training. Okay. Anyway, guys. So, and if you want to register, you can register there too. Okay. Let me see what else I need to cover right quick. Okay. Anyway. Let's talk about the lab right quick. So guys, being is that you are, getting set up with the lab, they're doing your analysis for you. They're going to charge a fee for that. Each lab is different. You may pay 12, you may pay 18, you may pay 20, you may pay 30. Whatever they charging, you're going to pay it. Because listen, you working together, right? If you want to avoid paying the labs, then you'll do a you'll do non-DOT testing, but you got to have a clear waiver. In my training, I'll show you guys how to do that. When you're doing if you have a clear waiver and you're doing non-DOT testing, then you're doing point of care testing, meaning you're doing the instant test. Okay. If it's negative, you don't have to send it to a lab. But if it's non-negative, then you will have to send it to a lab. Okay. But a negative, you can keep the money in your pocket. Okay. But at the end of the day, this is business. It takes money to make money. Okay. Okay. Now, when you pay the lab, I don't know how they're going to have you set up. Okay. They may want you to pay them in a week, 2 weeks. I don't know. I'm set up on a net 30. So that means whenever my lab does a analysis for me, they send me an invoice. I have to have it paid within 30 days. Okay. Guys, please, please pay them people their money. If you know you're not good with money, just pay them. You're already getting paid up front. There's no reason why you should wait to pay your lab, right? Just go ahead and pay them, please. Okay? Just pay the people their money, man. Don't play around. This is not something that you want to play around with. This is not a fly-by-night thing. Quest has been in business for over 37 years, guys. This industry is not going anywhere. If trucks stop moving, the world stops. period. If trucks stop moving, the world stops. I don't care if it's products on the plane, products on the train, products on the boat. If that truck is not backing up to that dock, the world is over. Okay, y'all talking about the world in the end. When the trucks stop moving, that's when you can say the world. That's when you can really say we're doomed. But until then, baby, listen, we ain't going nowhere. Okay, so make sure you pay the people. Make sure you pay these people their money, man. Please don't play around with these people their money. Okay. What else? Any questions before I move on into the benefits of on-site testing? Oh, wait, let me get through with the training right quick. Guys, when you get into my training, when you register for my course, you're going to be qualified to do collections for both DOT as well as non-DOT. Okay. You're going to take a written exam. So when you get into training, everything is set up, baby. Look, no fluff, baby. I'm straight to the point. Go look at my testimonials. They'll tell you. Straight to the point on what you need to do. You're going to study written material for DOT and non-DOT. Once you study that material, you're going to take a final exam. Everything is digital. Okay, it's a final exam. You need to make at least an 86% on it. I have people that register for my course. They pass that in an hour of registering for the course. If you don't pass the written exam, the final exam, you go right back in there and take it again, which there should be no reason why you shouldn't pass that test. It's digital. Okay. And no, you don't have to pay to retake it. You just go back in there and you retake it. Take your time, go in there and do it right. Okay. Once you do that, now you're prepared. Also, guys, you're going to have your guide, right? So you're going to have your DOT guidelines with you at all times. That's your DOT Bible. You keep it with you wherever you go. No matter if you have a physical location or a mobile, it don't matter. Look, my student sent it to me last night. She was like, "Look, coach, I got my guide," because she was out doing a test last night. She had a guide with her, baby. She was prepared. Okay. Anyway, because she's still new. She just got certified on the 21st of August, so she's still new. So anyway, you're going to have your guide with you at all times, okay? When you get ready to take the mock, you're going to start studying for your mock exam, okay? And your mock exam is where you're going to demonstrate 5 collection scenarios, right? That's the temperature out of range, shy bladder, don't refuse to sign, and 2 uneventful collections. The longest video in that training is 7 minutes. So for those of you that don't like to sit still long, 7 minutes. Okay, it's not long. Once you're prepared, you go to my calendar that's in our community, okay, and you schedule your mock exam. You and I will meet via Zoom. You ain't got to get in your car and meet me nowhere. You ain't got to get on no plane or no train. You turn on your laptop, computer, or phone, and you and I meet, and you show me, look, I can do it, right? Once you do that and pass the mocks, you are qualified. Okay. Once you pass, then you go to the next step. Okay, this is what I do next after I pass the mocks. Okay. And then that's it. Right. There's marketing material in the training, strategy sessions on how to get business, how to market your business, scripts on how to, scripts, emails, pre-written scripts, and emails to contact lawyers, doctors, drivers, physicians, like everything is in there, guys. There's a lot of information in the community, and everybody is so helpful in there as well. Okay. And you're in the community with other like-minded individuals that's out here getting to the bag. Okay. Anyway, so let's move on. Okay. So any questions? Any questions? Y'all, please don't be shy. Where you go, Chloe? Any questions? Any questions before I move on? Any questions? Okay, so we're going to talk about the benefits of on-site testing for treatment centers. Okay, one of my students, she is set up with a treatment center. Guys, there's so many industries out here and it's untapped. It's untapped. You would think most people on the outside looking in and think like, oh, wow. Thank you for being here. A treatment center, why would they want to fool with me? Because you qualified, because you're making things more convenient for them. Okay, so treatment centers are under pressure every single day. I'm reading something, guys. I'm reading. Okay, so treatment centers are under pressure every single day. Legal pressure, compliance pressure, financial pressure, and reputation pressure. The test, I got to be careful with AI over here, but I got to be careful with the words I say over here. Okay. We're going to say specimen testing isn't optional. It's mandatory, and on-site testing helps them stay ahead. So the core benefits of on-site testing for treatment centers: fast turnaround time equals faster decisions. On-site results, especially for urine screening, provides instant insight, reduces time between admission, treatment planning, or discharge. So, guys, with treatment centers, you can definitely do point of care testing. You can do instant testing for treatment centers. Okay, if you decide to go that way, if you decide to go that route. Okay. Faster testing means quicker client placement, fewer delays in services, and less liability. It also improves client accountability. Routine or random on-site testing increases accountability for patients and outpatients, or those that are in the residential programs, helping with behavioral monitoring and treatment compliance. It also increased trust with court and probation officers. For court order clients, validated on-site testing with chain of custody strengthens the credibility of their records when reported to the parole or probation officers. Also, guys, cost control. Sending clients off-site is expensive. Transportation, chaperones, time loss. In-house testing means control over cost and consistency in results. Hello. Also, when they can, so this is also a great marketing tool for them as well. So when they advertise, they can offer same day on-site testing in compliance with state and federal law. That's a competitive edge to attract federal partners and new clients. Because y'all have to realize this is a way for them to get clients. Guys, do y'all not know that some people pay like $200,000 a month, depending on the treatment center, especially those ones where the celebrities be? You know, they pay 200,000 people with money. Let's just say a lot of money. $200,000 a month for these type of programs. So you best to believe if they're paying that type of money, their loved ones' sobriety means everything. And if they know that you have on-site testing there, hello, on-site testing there, that's a closing for them. That makes them feel more better. Like, oh, okay, cool, right? Because you're helping and making sure they stay that their sobriety is on point, baby. They don't care about nothing else. Hello, why are we paying y'all all this money? No, you ain't got nobody here to do these tests. Hello, pain points treatment centers face without on-site testing: out of compliance fines and risk. Fines from Medicaid, Medicare auditors, state health department, or SAMHSA can range from $10,000 to over $100,000, depending on violation, especially if they're evidence of lack of documented urine screening. Listen. Everybody got a job. And they ain't trying to keep up with paperwork and stuff like that. You here? Oh, I'm sorry, babe. I forgot you. Lord have mercy, y'all. These children brought a cat home. Whew. She rubbed up against my leg. Oh, God, Lord, she scared me, y'all. Okay. Give me a minute, okay? Oh, Lord, I'm trying to get used to this cat, y'all. Anyway, incomplete chain of custody, missed random test schedule, improperly trained staff, and performing collection. Guys, this cat just got here. Do cats? I thought cats, go out to themselves for a few days and don't want to be bothered. Baby, that cat is like, it's been here before. This cat is chilling, okay? Also, poor documentation, reimbursement delays, or denials. If the chain of custody, which is the CCF, is incomplete or incorrect, insurance won't pay. They risk losing reimbursements on both lab testing and treatment claims tied to testing protocol. Guys, why do you think this information is here? Because it happens. Because this happens. Legal vulnerability without proper training, a simple mistake like temperature out of range, not documented, or refusal not recorded properly can cost them in court if a client, reoffends. These are things that are happening, right? So when you're put in your pamphlet, you can put things like this, right? Don't get fined for poor documentation. These are the things that they see. They like, oh wow, right? You may not understand everything yet, but when they see it, they know what's up. They're like, oh, right? don't get fined. Don't let your insurance get dropped for lack of poor documentation. They like, oh, you're speaking their language. They understand this, right? So in your pamphlets, you can put these type of things in your pamphlets, right? Solutions you offer as a specimen collector plus instructor if you decide to be an instructor as well. You aren't just performing a test, you're eliminating their risk. So as a collector, you follow DOT in non-DOT protocols, ensuring compliance every time. You offer mobile testing. Hello, you can do days, you can show up, be there, however you want to do it. Bringing certified professionalism to their doorstep. You ensure correct documentation every time, no guesswork, no voided tests. As an instructor, you can train their internal staff. Y'all, this what a money, money. Hello. You can train their internal staff, nurses, admins, PSS, or transporters to become certified collectors. You can help them build an internal compliance testing unit that brings in revenue or satisfy grant compliance. Hello. You provide compliance audit checklists and offer refresher training to keep their program audit ready. See, these are the type of things I be talking about. You got to get in it to get it. Once you hear me talking about it, but once you get in it, in the skin in the game, you like, oh, okay, I know my place now. I see exactly how I come up in here. Hello, in 10 times my skill. Hello. On-site testing helps them secure more clients. Here's the real play. More referrals from courts, probations, and CPS. When treatment centers offer same-day compliant testing on site, they become the go-to center for agencies that need placement fast. Ooh. Add-on revenue streams. Some centers can bill for random tests and even hair tests. I offer the hair if y'all want to add that as well. On-site testing makes that easier and more profitable. Partnerships with local employers. With on-site testing in place, treatment centers can offer return-to-work testing programs, expanding their services and opening new community contracts. Hello. So compliance isn't a suggestion, it's the law. Failure to document test results, refusal situations, or shy bladder procedures, that's a violation under DOT 49 CFR Part 40. Even if they're not DOT regulated, state licensing boards and insurance auditors will hold them to similar standards. Do y'all hear me? Money, 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 money. Baby, they want that money. They gonna hold them. No, it don't matter. We charging, baby. Them auditors coming in, okay? They coming in heavy, okay? Lost lab chain of custody forms that could equal data breach violations. Hello, inability to report to court, baby. HIPAA violations can result in civil penalties starting at $100. Ooh, oh, it's $100 per violation. they have a lot of people in the treatment center. Look, Yolanda calling me now. Y'all hold on one second. Yo, Biz. Hey, girl, what's going on? Okay, okay. I'm on a live. I was like, let me answer the phone right quick. I thought you. Okay, right. That was my student. She been out there working, so she called on the phone like, "What's up? You need what you need? You need some help? What's going on?" But she's still new, man. She just got certified, baby. She is hustling. She is not playing. She is not playing. Okay. All right, guys. Now where are we? Who to contact inside a treatment center? Program directors, final decision makers for adding new services, clinical supervisors responsible for staff training and client compliance, case manager coordinators, key for understanding the workflow and pain points, executive director involved in compliance, billing, and operational savings. Compliance officers, the one who knows how vulnerable they are. Hello. Grant managers, if they're receiving grant funding, SAMHSA, HRSA, or DOJ, they need auditability documentation of client progress, baby. It goes deep. Y'all, they go, yo, biz, baby. Yo, biz. Yo, biz ain't playing. How to market to them. Approach with value, not just a sales pitch. Audit offers first. Send an email or call offering a free compliance review or 10-point testing risk assignments, positioning yourself as a partner, not just as a vendor. One missed signature on a CCF can cost you $10,000. Let's build a test protocol that keeps your funding and brings in more clients. These are the type of things you'll put on your marketing material. So say, for instance, if you get a flyer, you put a QR code on there with a checklist where they can download it. First of all, when they download it, you'll have their email. That way you can continue to, email them. It's not like you out here marketing. You don't know who got your stuff. You worried about, is it working? Right? You know who got your stuff because they're going to go get that QR code. They're going to download that checklist. Now you can constantly market to them. So if they're constantly seeing your email, first of all, they already make the first step by downloading your checklist. So you already know, hello, they need your services. But now that you're constantly emailing to them, they're constantly seeing correspondence from you. When they need you, they're going to call you. Okay, so one missed signature on a CCF can cost $10,000. Let's build a test protocol that keeps your funding and brings in more clients. Hello. So what you can also put, we help you reduce audit risk, increase client accountability, and secure more community referrals. That's something you can put on your flyers or your marketing material, or if you're emailing them, however you want to do that. Okay. Email the client program director, then follow up with a call if you want to, or you can show them a flyer or F&Q compliance checklist and a simple training calendar. So if you decide that you want to email them, a subject line, is your facility audit ready? Let's talk on-site testing compliance. This is the big thing for them, guys. They know they got to spend money on tests, period. But they don't want to spend all that money to get hit with no compliance, right? For no audit, being out of compliance. They don't want that. You see what I'm saying? And everybody got a job, and it's not it's not their job to keep up with paperwork, documentation. That ain't what they doing. You see what I'm saying? Everybody got a job. That's why you're here to help them. Hey, Sunshine, offer court-approved testing in-house without hiring new staff. Bam. Hello. Here's how centers like yours are reducing audit risk by 90%. That is something that you put in. So guys, treatment centers are overwhelmed with compliance, undertrained in testing protocols, and losing money when audits go wrong. You are the shortcut. You can perform the test, you can teach the test, and you can protect the business. Hello, period. Any questions? So that is the benefits of on-site testing, guys, for treatment centers. And like I said, one of my students, because I put this, I cover stuff like this all the time, but I put this information similar in my training, and she took it and ran with it, right? It's up to you guys to do the work. I'm giving you the blueprint. I'm putting it in your face and telling you exactly what you need to do, man. You see what I'm saying? It's up to you if you do it or not. Okay. So guys, if you want to be a specimen collector only, it's $400. You'll be qualified to collect specimens for DOT as well as non-DOT. It does come with the mock. Okay. It does come with the mock. My mocks are included. Payment plans are available, Sunshine. Sizzle, Shop Pay, Klarna, as well as Afterpay. Guys, let me get y'all. Wait a minute. Yo, Biz, are you still on here? Listen, this is why I be telling y'all. I always tell y'all, this is the perfect time to learn a new skill and build your business while you are working. This is the perfect time to do this. Okay, while you're at your peak, while you're working, while you're getting a check, right? You don't want to wait until you get fired or laid off to start a new business or learn a new skill. Many people will not do that because 85% of Americans are are one paycheck away from homelessness. So that means as soon as they lose their job or get fired, laid off, whatever, what they got to do, they got to hurry up and try to go find another job. You see what I'm saying? They ain't got time to be trying to, what they'll take, I ain't got time to be trying to take risks right now. You see what I'm saying? So this is a perfect time to build your business while you are working, right? I had a student that took my course and she was building her business, right? While she was working her job, right? She was getting business. She was getting business. She was working, right? And out of nowhere, she lost her job. Out of nowhere, she lost her job. But guess what? She already had this business, working it, had customers, right? While she was doing that. So when they fired her out of nowhere, hello, they ain't give her no notice. She was like, okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Have a good day. She was like, damn, they was holding me back anyway. Now she can really go out here and do what she want to do with nobody holding her back. So this is a perfect time, guys, to learn a new skill while you're at your peak. Hello, in a recession-proof industry that's not going anywhere, no degree required. You ain't got to stand in line and beg somebody for a job. You ain't standing in line begging for no job. Hello, you ain't standing in line begging for no job. Hello. Okay, you should try this. Listen, I can't tell you. I don't know what you're gonna make. I don't know what you're gonna do. I don't know. But all I can tell you is that this is a recession-proof business. It's not going nowhere. It's a high-paying skill. It's an untapped market. It's not oversaturated. It still needs a you. It can never be oversaturated. What's oversaturated out here, guys, is these degrees. People have degrees and cannot find a job. Hello. Hey, sweet, click on the link in my bio and you'll see. It's also in the comment section, but I don't know if you can click it while I'm live. These degrees are oversaturated, right? People can't tell nobody when somebody hiring. They gotta wait till they get the job first. They can't tell nobody, oh wait, I gotta wait, not before me. I gotta wait till I get the job first. Then I can tell somebody, baby, I'm telling the world. You gotta hire yourself. Listen, y'all please listen to me, man. You gotta hire yourself. You have to. You gotta cut the middleman out. You can't sit around and allow these people to starve you out. How long have you been out of work? Listen, I talked to a girl, she got blackballed by the industry because she sued one of the companies or something and they blackballed her. Right? And she told me that she had been out of work for 4 years. 4 years. I can't remember. 4 years. I'm just gonna say 4. It was either 4 or more. 4 years. And you can't allow these people to starve you out because you allowing your intrusive thoughts to tell you that you're going to fail. Come on, man. Your gifts will make room for you. You got to go out here and say yes. You have to be willing to sow the seeds. You have to be willing to go out here and get the knowledge and the understanding, because through knowledge and understanding, a man creates wealth. People get hired on jobs all the time and they get the knowledge and the understanding to create wealth for that company. And then when they no longer need you, they let you go. If you sneeze wrong, they let you go. If they get on your social media and they all in their feelings and don't like what you saying or what you posting, they let you go. If you got to take, God forbid, that you just need to take a mental break. You can't do that. Oh, God forbid that your child gets sick. Oh, no. God forbid that you get sick. No, you can't take out. We got a point system. You can't, like, what the hell? People literally, especially if they work Monday through Friday, they're like, I've been trying to get to the doctor for months, trying to see my doctor for months. They won't let me out. You want to know why they won't let you out, baby? Because you are their money. That's why. You are the money. You are the currency. And if you're not there, they can't make money. So y'all have to start realizing that you are money. You are currency. When you show up, the money shows up. But you got to start showing up. And you got to stop telling yourself that you don't deserve it and you're not worth it. That's why money ain't flowing to you easily and effortlessly, because you think that you're not supposed to have it. Hello? Money is an energy that flows freely to all. It's a free for all, baby. But if you like, I can't, I won't, and it ain't for me, it ain't coming to you. It is what it is. You gotta boss up. You gotta say yes. You gotta take risks. You gotta sow your seeds, baby. That's a principle. That's a law. You have to sow your seeds to reap the harvest. It's the law, whether you know it or not. Ignorance of the law is no excuse. The law is the law. You got spiritual laws. You got the law of the land. Everybody follow the law of the land. Put your seatbelt on, do the speed limit. You can't do this, you can't do that. It's the law. You'll get in trouble. They'll lock you up. You will get a fine. Right? Spiritual laws are the same, whether you believe them or not. Know that you're doing what you're supposed to do or not. The law remains the same. Hello? It's the law. You got to stand on principle, man. I'm trying to figure out what happened where people became so scared to boss up, to level up. But baby, you get on social media, you see bullies every day, all day, trolling and bullying folks all day. Baby, they try to find the most vilest thing they can come up from their belly and say it to people. But when it comes to going out here and thriving, taking chances, risk, now you're scared. Begging that somebody hire you. Do you not know who you are and whose you are? You begging for somebody to allow you to use your gifts for them. To pay pennies on a dollar. They ain't even paying no money, man. Come on, man. People out here working 2 and 3 jobs and still struggling. Still struggling. You taking your seeds and you putting it on unfertile ground. You sowing them seeds in unfertile ground. And they giving you a cap. They putting a cap on you. They say, okay, here you go. We're going to give you $12 an hour, $15 an hour, $16 an hour, 17, 25, 30, whatever it is that people are getting paid out here. They're putting a cap on you. Here's your cap. Here go your cap. When I left corporate America, I was making $17 an hour. That was over 13 years ago. Things have not changed, guys. Only thing that's changing is inflation is inflationing. The rate, they're not going, the rate's not going up. Minimum, it ain't going up. They're not going up on people wages. My daughter makes $17. My youngest baby just got a raise, so she makes $17. They live at home. They live with us. We take care of them. They don't pay no bills. They wouldn't be able to pay no what's that? That's not enough. Baby, it's not enough. And you gotta stop telling yourself and being okay with saying that this is just how it's supposed to be. That's how you want it to be for you. Because you're afraid that you might fail or you may hear a no. Baby, that's life. It's life. You doing it for them. What make you think you can't do it for you? They're starving you out. They're starving you out. And you complacent and careless and gonna let them do it? Come on, man. Click the link to in my bio to sign up. Y'all gotta stop operating out of fear. I had no choice but to boss up, man. I had no choice. Understand me? I had no choice but to boss up because they was gonna tell me I'm not good enough. They're gonna tell me I need to go back to school. They're gonna tell me I need to go get a degree. I decided no, I'm cool on that. Because if I can do it for them, I can do it for me. If I can go to school and pay $150,000 plus in student loan debt to learn what they need me to learn to run their damn operation, then I can invest in my own. I can invest in myself and learn multiple things, become a person of value, and allow the money to chase me down. Hello, I ain't do but 2 months of college, baby. They was gonna tell me off rip that I wasn't good enough. Baby, I'm following principle law. Hello, God told me that my gifts will make room for me, and they have. for the past 13 years. Plus, I can stretch my arms out, my legs out. Guys, I have room and time to be creative. I'm always creating something new. I'm always creating something. I'm always learning something. I'm always paying money to learn a new skill for knowledge and understanding, baby. My arsenal is, baby, the vault is vaulting. Hello, I will never be broke another day in my life because I put myself in position for that. And I speak that. I will never be broke another day in my life because I make chances, I take risks, I invest, I spend money. I don't care, that money gonna come back to me. Hello? Just like you can go easily spend money on King Stomach, Crab Shack, and all the other things. Hello? You tell your money what to do, it's gonna do it. Go bring me some food, it's gonna bring you some food. Go bring me some customers, it's gonna bring you some customers. Go bring me some more money. That's what it's gonna do. But you gotta tell your money what to do. It's too many people operating in fear. It's people sitting here right now doing life in prison. Hello? Doing life in prison. Life. But I bet they wouldn't go start a business for nothing. There's a fear there. But you ain't scared to do whatever you did to be doing life in prison. Come on, man. Y'all make it make sense. We have been indoctrinated to be scared, to have fear, scarcity, lack. Ain't no lack. Ain't no lack out here, man. There's no lack. You have everything you need within you to obtain wealth. God has given you the power to obtain wealth, whether you believe in God or not. You got power to obtain wealth, whether you believe it or not. Hello, you got systems put in place, the kingdom systems that apply to everybody, anybody, no matter who you are, what you look like, who you cussed out today. And yesterday, it don't matter. It applies to you because it's not based off of emotions. It doesn't move off of emotions. Only principle moves principle. Hello? You got a whole tongue that speak blessings or curses, and you using it to curse yourself every day, talking about what you can't and what you ain't and what you ain't gonna have and what your family tree was and what everybody did in your family. Blah, blah, blah. Baby, I'm protected, I'm health, I'm wealth, I'm abundance, I'm money, and I always make it. What else am I trying to speak? I'm protected, I'm health, I'm wealth, I'm abundance, I'm money, and I always make it. I'm currency. Money comes to me easily and effortlessly. I lack nothing. Hello? Hello, people. What y'all doing? Y'all join my Kingdom Codes mentorship. It's only $5 a month. We talk about principles. Hello, how to survive and thrive out here in business. Hello, relationships. Hello, with your money. Using principles, not personality. They ain't got nothing to do with that. Principles. If you participate in the principles, you'll take part in the promise. I'm taking part in the promise of God because I'm following principle. It ain't got nothing to do with God blessing me more than anybody else. Hello? Nobody else. Y'all join my kingdom. Get in there. It's $5 a month. Yeah, you darn right. I'm trying to sell my membership. Yes, I am. Thank you. That's what you're supposed to do. You need something to sell, for sell, of service, and something to offer to somebody. What's wrong with y'all? Y'all act like that's a bad thing. when y'all be telling people you just trying to sell something, as you should. What is y'all doing? You should be trying to sell something. That's your problem. You ain't got nothing to sell. That's why you're going broke. I'm not offended. I'm not offended. I'm not offended. Yes, purchase my membership. Yes, I got 7 mentees. I'm so excited. I just launched it yesterday. I'm so excited. Hey, Yolanda. Good, how you doing? I'm sorry, Doc. No harm. No harm, Doc. I just be passionate. You good. We good? We good. That wasn't even for you, Doc. That be the other people. You just got to blow up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Doc. You just got to blow up. That was the tip. That was the tip. Go ahead, yo. What's going on, girl? Period. Yo. Period. Quick money in and out. Y'all, this Yolanda just she took my course. She just got certified August 21st. Tell them how your journey's been so far. Right. Let me, period. Let me ask you this question, Yobi. So you're gonna charge them to write that for their consortium, write their program? Period. Another thing. Listen. When you start one business, it gives birth to other witty ideas, money making ideas. You got it done. Okay. Listen, one of the young ladies in the community, she posted a screenshot of it. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Good job. Well, I'm so proud of you, yo. You've been rolling. You ain't letting nothing stop you, and you just listen. You the type. That's the type of energy it take out here. Yeah, y'all follow your biz so y'all can follow her journey. Um, and she, I mean, she doing it, man. I love it. I love when my students just come out here. Look. That was she sent me last night. But she's like, I got my guide. I'm out here. I'm about to make it happen. So, period. I love them. I love it. Because listen, now that's one place I would say that they would. I was like, well, for truck stops, I could see them allowing it because they know truckers coming there all the time. So I'm glad you was one of my students to go in there and do it. Period. So yeah, that's Yo Biz. Like I said, she just got certified on the 21st. She's working. I mean, she's having she working. Like it's kind of steady for her right now, and it's gonna get she's gonna have more and more customers because she's constantly getting out and she's working, and nobody's holding her back. Sowing them seeds to reap the harvest, y'all. So y'all stop playing, stop playing. Y'all tap the screen. Make sure you follow Yo Biz so you can follow her journey and see what she got going on and what else she has to come. I'm excited about you writing this program for them. That's a whole nother stream of income. And all it started was with a yes. All it takes is a yes, y'all. All it takes is a yes. And not being scared. You can't be scared because them intrusive thoughts they come, but you got how do you overcome fear? Action. That's how you overcome fear with action, guys. So don't allow fear to hold you back. The bread is out here. Companies are constantly laying off. People, it's hard to find people to find jobs right now, especially good paying ones. So you have to hire yourself. Tell the people about it, yo. Why she leaving that up there?